Guys, somebody give me the address of this guy. We need to send him a vacuum cleaner or something like that, because that carpet, that is dangerous. Now, my community asked me to roast and judge their setups, their rigs and stuff, their computer setups, and make a video about it. And yeah, here we are. Now, I would like to just a little disclaimer for this video, guys. Like, I know a lot of people are proud of their rigs and their setups because they, for example, can't afford better and such. And I feel really, really bad roasting them and being mean. But you guys actually said do it, and you posted it to me actually do it. So I will try. But if I am offensive to anyone, I apologize. I don't mean it that way. But let's try. Let's try. We have a first rig from Chris, and I must say already, like, I like the rig. It looks like a GT Omega, which I approve, you know, the Fanatec and everything. But what's up with the mess? Like, oh my god, you animal. Man, I like if you look at the setups, like, I'm actually not looking at the setups. I'm looking around, you know, like there's so much I want to explain, you know, like, first of all, I'm very curious about the blanket. Like, as you can see from this view, Chris has a blanket there, and he also has, like, a shoes for it. And I'm wondering, like, are you cold when racing? Because it's so funny, because when I'm racing, I'm actually opposite. What a mess, what a mess. The one thing I like is just the Nature Poach's crunchy chips, or whatever that is, right below the table, you know. Ready to crunch, but yeah. Approve of the rig, but oh my god. Why is there a bin, which is almost empty? It's almost empty bin, but there's mess everywhere. Like, come on. The 6 setup from Cool Shark, and I must say there's not much to say about this. Like, this is a very cozy setup, I would say. Like, I like the Spider-Man poster, by the way, big fan. The guitar, amazing, and like everything looks very nice, very clean. The one thing that actually Cool Shark needs is like a proper monitor, I would say, because this monitor looks like 20 years old. You know, let's be honest, you know, it looks like 20 years old. So only thing I would improve on this rig, is that Captain America, by the way, or is it American flag there on the left? I wonder. But, because Spider-Man, you know. The thing I like is next to the monitor, those two lights. Is it like when there's like a blue flag, yellow flag, it's just like showing you? Because that's a really cool feature. But, man, you need a better monitor. You need a better monitor, because I think this is slowing you down, because this monitor for sure is going to be like 50-60 Hz, and you definitely need to improve that. Otherwise, nice and clean. We have a setup from Camille, and I must say, this is like perfection, you know? Like, the only bad thing about this rig is, like, he seems like he's driving in a closet or something, you know, because he probably haven't had any space. That's the problem of the sim racers. You know, the problem of the sim racers is we don't have enough space. Our wives, our parents, our girlfriends, they don't want to see our rigs in an apartment or in a house, so we usually have to take some garage, small room and such, and it's exactly what I would say see here, that the limited space, but the rig and everything around, like, super clean, taken care of, you know. I like the SimiCube with the dashboard, very nice. Even the Sparko go-karting shoes, you know, I have exactly the same ones, and very neat, very neat. All right, this is my friend FastFox, and I must say, like, when I look from the wide picture, I'm like, oh my god, Iron Man helmet, Iron Man poster, Hulk fist on the wall, beautiful design of the rig, you know, a beautiful long table with monitor, nicely computer, wheels on display, like, it looks beautiful. Like, I must say, and when I look from the distance, like, a beautiful setup. I must say, I'm actually envy of this setup. But FastFox, the hell is that cable management, man? Like, you have the most beautiful setup, like LED lights and a slick rig, you know, it looks like a house on wheel pedals, beautiful design. But you're ruining it. Ruining it with those goddamn cables. Fix it. Fix it. Now, this is exactly what I was talking about the budget. And like, sim racers having issues. Like, obviously, sim racing is expensive. Getting equipment is expensive. So this is really hard to roast, because I can clearly see on this picture that we are driving on a budget, which is completely fine. But it's hard. I don't want to hurt anyone. But oh my god, the table, man, like go in the woods, you know, cut down some tree and get a better table, because this is falling apart. You know, like if you look at it, this is not even sanitary, man. But what I actually like is the brake pedals are super clean, and behind it you have like the soft flex whatever box to... This is a typical sim racing thing, right? You have to put a pedals in a certain position, and then you are braking and you're pushing the pedals forward on the ground when you don't have a rig, right? and you have this really paper box to just block it. In the past I was using like a boxes, I was using books, you know, and things like that. Especially school books were really good to do this, you know. So I don't want to roast this too much because I know we are driving on a budget, but man, that table, like I would either clean it or I would literally throw it away, burn it down, man, and just like cut down some trees and make better one. Now guys, I'm gonna say this one more time. My viewers ask me to be roasting and to be vicious. It goes against my nature, as you can see, but I'm trying. Make sure to leave a like and subscribe. Alright. This is good, you know, like I don't think there's much to roast. Like a very nice cozy setup, like everything. Again, perfect wheel, perfect screens, you know, like design. It looks like is it like a dual computer setup? Because the thing on the right looks like an old computer, the thing on the left looks like a new computer. So there's like a butt kicker as well at the bottom here, right? This is like a butt kicker. I never used that, but I would like to try one day. When I will have like a home or something. I have the exactly same Philips Hue light, by the way. Really nice, really expensive, but really nice. And I need to check one thing. Oh yeah, it's a box actually. This is not a computer, it's a box. But do you see the dust? Do you see the dust there? How can you have such a beautiful, slick setup and like a kilo of dust in a corner? Come on. But otherwise, man, what a setup. That wheel, the Gomez, there's a Gomez wheel, right? That's a dream come true right there. We have a K2XN setup, which you can obviously see is a fan of the Monte Porsche. And, like, I would say this is like a normal setup, but you don't have a rig. You just want to put everything on a table. I was racing like this for many years. And the only thing I see as a problem is the cables. Oh my god, the cables. Like they're everywhere. Like literally there are cables everywhere where you look, you know. Like, wait, is that... is that Lucky Joe or is it Lucky Luke or... Another box here, guys, to block the pedals, you know, to go towards the wall. But oh my god, these cables. Look at these cables everywhere. Holy cow. Oh my god. Well, I would say good, decent setup, you know. I can definitely tell that you're taking everything you can from the space and everything. But damn, like, does it hurt to get like a little tape or something, you know, to put the cables in one place? Now we have a setup from Rafa, and is that a pillow? Is that a pillow to hold? Is it the pillow to hold the pedals, not to going forward, or is it a pillow to rest? I understand the gardening chair. I actually feel like these gardening chairs right here, they're actually really good, you know, because they don't have wheels, so you can brake without the chair going backwards. I think it's very smart, but why does he have like 4 stools next to him? What's up with that? This setup from Lucas. He said that better that we don't see the cable management. I think we see enough, man. I think we see enough. Also, is that dust in a fence? Is that a dust in a fence? Come on, man. Otherwise, it looks very nice, you know, like clean, I would say. Except the cables, which are hurting, but good. It looks like, or this looks like a room where your wife or people living with you, they just put all the stuff they don't need, you know, like they have like all the things for the cats, like million soldiers from Lego, boxes. That couch behind you is probably never gonna be used, I see, right? There's so many things there. I like the GT Omega chair, completely clean. It's a beautiful clean chair though. But let's follow up. Let's follow up. Guys, take a moment to take a deep breath. Take a moment to take a deep breath. Like, I'm gonna comment first thing. Those weights, why are they there? Like, you have a rig, right? Or is it like an apex stand? It looks like an apex stand, right? If I'm correct, like something like that. Yeah, it's an apex stand. So that's heavy already. Or is it moving? So you have the weights probably to rig not to move or stuff like that, to know the position or stuff like that, which I understand, but do you have allergies? Because I can tell you, if I will be sitting in that ring for 5 minutes, I will be sneezing. And guys, somebody give me the address of this guy. We need to send him a vacuum cleaner or something like that, because that carpet, that is dangerous. That is dangerous, man. Oh my god, there's so many things there. It's like a crumbs of food. Like, obviously he has a cat, I would assume, from the stuff before. But there's like a keel. There's like... It's like you have a barely problem to tell what is the carpet. Maybe there's a wooden floor, you know? It's like a carpet and the dust. He has an anti-purposing effect, he said. So this is smart, actually, you know? Because the chair, when you're braking, goes backwards, you just put a box behind you. That is smart. I used to be cutting the plastic bottles and putting them behind my wheels back in the day. I mean, I would rate the setup very nice, you know? I like the chair, like the thing, the most important thing, the wheel and the chair is really clean. Really clean. But the rest of it, damn. Now we have a setup from Simon, and I would say this is beautiful. This is a beautiful. Like, you can clearly see he has a spot in a corner of the house, you know, so he's not bothering anyone. But what I really like is, like, everything is hidden and moved. Where's the computer stuff? Is like below or all the way on the left? Or PlayStation, or what do you drive on? Because this is really... This is clean. Not only he's taking care of that carpet, clearly, except that one little mess right there, right here, but you can clearly see it's beautiful taken care of, you know. I like the brick wall. I love brick walls, you know. That's my dream in a future home. But I like it. This is amazing, beautiful, clean. Like, well done. Well done. Now here we have my neighbor, actually, like, he's living very close to me, Oreo, and this is my rig, guys, not the seat though, but this is my GT Omega Titan cockpit, former one, and I must say, like, obviously the rig, the mount and everything, Oreo is obviously taking the maximum from the space. I actually know the background a little bit. I know that he's like taking the rig apart, moving stuff and such, so the rig and everything looks okay, but I cannot unsee that printer on the left. Look at the dust on that thing. Look at the dust. You know, that poor duck on the left is probably crying with seeing all the dust on that printer. And the printer is obviously being used because there's a red light on it. So I assume the printer is still working somehow, but I don't think he's ever touched that, man. I don't think he ever touched that. Maybe the green button only. Now Sebo is sharing his rig and he's saying it's falling apart, he needs some love. I mean, the thing is, this looks like a homemade, right? This looks like a homemade wooden rig, and I have a huge respect to people making wooden rigs, because first of all, it's extremely hard and I would not be able to do that. I was never able to do that when I was trying to do anything wooden. I usually puncture my fingers with the nails or something. So this is pretty damn good. Shame it's falling apart though, so maybe he needs like a little fixation now and then, you know, like a little upgrade. The one thing I'm noticing, like, it seems like the monitor on the left is bigger than the monitor that he actually used for sim racing, which is quite confusing for me. But yeah, I think it's fine, you know, I think it's fine in the end. I like the wooden rig, I have a huge respect, but I see some cables on the bottom right. I'd rather not look at it. So we have 2 pictures from Smiley. He bought a house, and then was a lockdown for COVID, so he couldn't do anything. So that's why everything looks how it is. So this is like how he started, basically, which is Things like, you can clearly see he's working on the house and everything, and he has like, at least I want a sim race setup, you know, like I at least want a drive setup right now, you know, which I think, man, that's a dedication, you know, like, is that bullet holes by the way here? And like, he's literally taking the best he can, you know. I like the weights, and it's like a rock. Is that a rock or a brick? Holding it down. And I don't want to judge this, you know. Obviously it's a mess. Obviously it's like, I mean, the backstory is more important when I will show you the next picture, because this is at the beginning of the lockdown, and then he went to this. Like, obviously a lot of work, he says, but I found this like a very nice upgrade. Like, I would say it's a year, 2 years apart maximum. Like, not only the house, but also the rig itself getting like improvement, and I like that. Now we have a setup from Alex, and I think Alex said that be gentle, and I'm not sure I can, Alex, man. I mean, I like your setup, you know. I like the car seat. This is obviously from the car, which is very comfortable. You have a wheel, you have a setup with the monitor, you know, nice little table to put your keyboard and mouse, another monitor for everything. But have you ever heard of cable management? Or have you ever heard about a fire hazard? Do you want to burn down? This looks like a nice house. Look at this. Look at a mess. How do people not burn down? We have a setup from Justin, my teammate from 24 Hours Spa, and he's driving in the kitchen, he says, and why are we sim racers getting so bullied? Why are our families like that, you know? Like, we are literally getting the smallest tables and the smallest amount of space. Like, why? What's up with... Why? Guys, we need to make some hashtag justice for sim racers, you know? Or stuff like that, because I feel like we're getting bullied, man. Like, all sim racers, they're using like a small little shelf, small little table. We are racing in like a little tiny room somewhere all the time, you know? Like, we want space. Give us space, damn it. This is a setup from the Inigo, and I don't know why, but I really like it. I don't know what's up with this setup, but I like it for some reason. Now, this is a rig from Johnny, and I must say, what I really like is the Red Bull stickers on his wheel, because it kind of makes a very like a personalized rig, you know? And I really like it. But guys, one thing, these are not expensive. This costs like 2 euros. Use this. Now guys, there is gonna be a setup which I don't want to be mean, but I have so many questions. I have so many questions, guys. Like, look at this. Like, right now you probably have to pause the video to take everything in, because there is so many things to process. Like, I'm trying to process this. That's like, I can clearly see like a playseat rig, which is like okay, but I see like a massive safety risk with the monitor mount for racing. Like, I can clearly see like I can clearly see like a big injury coming up, because if you look at the table is like, there's no problem with the table, but the table is actually sitting on a paper box. This is like a puzzles, like a puzzle box or something, then a plastic box, and then there is a table. What are you thinking, man? What the hell are you thinking? Isn't this like dangerous? Like, what? Like, if you touch the wooden table, the monitor will just fall on you, kill you, or break your legs. Now we have a little show off from Prune Tracy. I must say, goddamn sick setup, man. This is like a typical setup that people like me envy like the most, you know? I love it. This is a setup from my very long viewer, Goodbye Porcupine, from all the way to New Zealand. And Like, it's so funny, guys, because I do sim racing for 15 years, or like from 2005, basically, I'm in the sim racing and online racing, and you see these problems everywhere, every day. Everybody has it. Like, there's 90% of the people having this problem, you know? You have a chair, you have a pedals, you go in the corner, you brake. You know? And Porcupine, as you can see, he beautifully fixed it. Did he cut off the wheels? Did he cut off the wheels? So he could put chair on these wooden planks. Did he? It looks like it, right? But I must say, Porky, that chair of yours needs something fixed, right? And Porky, I don't know how to tell you, but I would like to contact you because I know you're watching me for a long time. I know you had health issues and your son is racing too. I would like to contact you, and I know there's a problem that you're living in New Zealand, but I would like to buy you a rig. I would like to do something with GT Omega, at least get you like an art cockpit, and through this video, I would like to tell you that we're gonna fix it for you. Alright? How about that? We have a setup from Rock, which what I really like is, as the whole video, how sim racers are taking care of themselves. You know, you have to always struggle with something. And Rock, he just took a chair. I don't know what he did with it, and he put it on a pallet, on a wooden pallet. Like, if that's like not innovation, I have no idea what is, man. And one more rig, guys, from Mark, which I like. Like, you can clearly see, like, us sim racers are just having problems with space constantly. You know, like, sim racing is a big thing and it takes space. And I really like Mark, first of all, with the Aston Martin stickers on his wheel. And is that a farming simulator thing on the bottom right? I like that panel, man. That panel, that's points. That's extra points just for that panel, you know? So guys, this is me trying to roast or judge your sim racing setups. I haven't done everyone. There was so many pictures from people. Maybe I cut it a lot. Maybe this video will not be as long as I wanted to. Maybe you'll have to do part 2. Let me know, guys, by the way, if you'd like to see part 2 of this. This was really difficult for me to do because I really don't want to hurt anybody's feelings. But we are proud sim racers, so I don't want to hurt anybody's feelings, but you guys asked for it. So I'm a bit nervous. So let me know, guys. Let me know. This is me judging your setups, and I'm looking forward for the next video, guys. Let me know if you'd like to have a part 2, for example, and which setup from all the setups was your most favorite and also most messy.